Good morning class, I'm your EVS teacher Sheetal. This is a video for class 3 and in my previous video we discussed the short question answers of chapter 12 and today we are going to discuss the long question answers of chapter 12. The very first question in this is, what is the difference between weather and season? What is the basic difference between weather and season? As we discussed earlier, that weather stays not more than 1 day or 2 days. It does not stay for a long period of time. Weather it can also differ from in a day also for 1 hour, 2 hour, or 1 day. Whereas the season remains for a long hour, for a long period of time. So you can write this answer in this way. The different conditions such as hot, cold, windy, cloudy and rainy in our surroundings is called weather. Now, season. When the average weather conditions remain more or less for a long period of time, it is called a season. So this is the basic difference. Weather can keep on changing within 1 hour, 2 hour, or 1 day or 2 days. But the season remains same for a very long period of time. The second question. What is water cycle? Explain four processes involved in the water cycle. We all know the continuous cycle by water circulates through the earth and atmosphere through the process of evaporation, condensation and precipitation is called water cycle. In simple words, you can also say the continuous process of water in the form of water vapor to tiny droplets of clouds. They form clouds and then the water falls back again in the form of rain. This continuous cycle of water circulation throughout the earth is called water cycle. Now we'll come to see what are the processes involved in water cycle. The very first process is evaporation. The process of conversion of water into water vapor is called evaporation. When the water bodies or the sun heats the water bodies and the water turns into gaseous form, that is water vapor, that process is called evaporation. Then the second process is the process of conversion of water vapor into water droplets is called condensation. Then we came to know that when the water vapor rises up and meets the cooler air, then they change into tiny droplets. These droplets together join to form clouds. And this process is called condensation. When the warm air meets the cooler air, when on cooling, then condensation processes are formed. Then the last one is precipitation. The process of falling of water from clouds in the form of rain or snow is called precipitation. When the water falls back again in the form of rain, it is called precipitation. You know that the tiny droplets form clouds, and when these clouds become heavier and bigger and they cannot hold the water anymore, they fall back on earth in the form of rain or snow. Snow when when the warmer air meets the cool air and when it freezes, then the snow falls. The third question is, how does sun's position affects the weather during the day? In the morning and evening, the rays of sun are slanting and not straight. Therefore, weather of morning and evening are cool. We know that when the sun rises or when the sun sets, the weather is quite pleasant and it is quite cooler rather than in the afternoon when the sun is straight above our head. The weather of that time is hottest. In the afternoon, the sun is overhead and the rays fall straight. Therefore, the weather of afternoons are hottest. Right now, I explain. And the nights are cool because there is no sun. And when there is no sun, the nights are cooler than the morning, evening, and afternoon. The fourth question. Write the three forms of water. Explain how you can change water from one form to another. The three forms of water are ice, water and water vapor. That you can also write it in liquid, solid and gaseous form. Then The ice changes into water after melting is water vapor. Ice changes on boiling. And when the ice freezes after, it becomes solid. And when it is boiled, then it changes into the gaseous form. So I hope in this video of mine, I was able to make you understand the long question answers of chapter 12. And the last very question is you have to draw a water cycle. So you can see from the book and you can draw a water cycle and you can explain the process, evaporation, condensation and precipitation. Thank you for today and keep watching my video.